Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Reacting Chill. I'm Dika. So last time on Bleach we were introduced to Ashido. He was a Soul Reaper that was fighting off hollows that were in the Soul Society a few centuries ago, before ending up in the Minosaurus. He followed them through into Ekomundo, and unfortunately over time, as his comrades started falling and dropping, the burden of trying to reduce the numbers of hollows in Huecamundo so then the world of the living wouldn't have so many, kept him there. Obviously he spoke to Rukia, who kind of felt a bit sad telling him that the numbers haven't really decreased, but then that gave him the resolve to be like, well, if that's the case, there's no reason for us to be here anymore, then we could basically go home. I don't need to stay here. He obviously was testing out Rukia in the beginning. We're going so far as attacking her, making sure she was worthy. We had the Ichigo gang making their way. Obviously they did come up against, it was an Atuja, and we got introduced to some of the Atujas. Atujas had Nell and company in as hostages, as they were going to use them as bait, and at the same time Rukia was using the leftover battle scent to sort of follow them and track them. So in this particular moment where they were fighting, one of the hollows attacked Rukia, where Ashido was getting like a PTSD flashback where he lost one of his final comrades, and he went and jumped in the way to sort of protect Rukia from the attack. Hopefully he hasn't died because he got struck. His mask had fallen off in the process. But I don't think he's dead. So basically jumped in the way to save Rukia in that moment when she was vulnerable. Yes, we left on a cliffhanger where Ashido's fate was yet undecided, but here we are with 149 and 150. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Go on, Rukia. That was a close range attack. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh, are they gonna go? Well, we're back to minding our business.
The friends that you lost out here won't blame you if you return to the life that you had.
Thanks for the advice, but I'll choose my own path.
Okay, I thought when he said that before, he meant both of them. Is it the one with the scariest oh no, the Gillions have arrived. They're wearing white boots.
The exit up ahead of us.
Oh, like the exit out of here? Oh, the exit out of Minas Forest.
Slow down. Where do you think you're going?
Nice. Oh, I grabbed now.
I will settle this myself.
Oh, I hope Ashido
This shall
doesn't.
be my final job down here.
But Ashido, you mean that...
Famous last words. He's probably gonna die. And the seahorse Atuja. Oh. Are they Gillions he's fighting? Yeah, bloody hell! My boots is sick actually. The fact that Chad was able to knock one over. Tencho! Oh, he's dead. He got, oh yes, that is dead. That definitely. Oh damn. I think Ashido's gonna beat him, but he might die in the process. Oh! But Rukia could defend herself. That's not Byakuya. Yeah, I was gonna say. Nice. Oh, he's dead. Yeah. That one's gone too. Good. Ashido has lived.
Bankai!
Oh shit, yes!
Hiyo.
Sabimaru. Damn! Oh. Renji and Ichigo putting in the work.
And now that we've figured out where the exit is, we should go look for her.
Oh, right here.
Father, I'm right here.
Rukia!
Ichigo, sorry for worrying you.
This is Ashido.
What's that?
His name is Ashido. He's actually a soul reaper like us.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What the hell?
You won't get away.
I thought he died. Nice.
Get back! Go. Save your friend.
Yes.
Ashido had been fighting hollows alone for centuries in that forest because he was a soul reaper. Ashido, I promise I'll come back for you. Until then.
I hope we do come back.
That outfit unexpectedly suits you.
Oh, Kiwara.
You scared me. When did you come in?
Oh, they finally made it.
They have come to save you. Why else would they choose to come here? By wearing these clothes, you are no longer the person you once used to be. You are one of us now, in body and in spirit. Did we make it through? Looks like it.
The entrance to the palace is just a 3-day walk in that direction.
Look, Nell, this isn't a visit to a friend's house. We're not just gonna walk in through the front door. So, this is goodbye. See ya.
It's kind of sweet. She would have spent a little bit longer with him.
The last thing Nell wants is for you to worry about Nell and our friends. And Nell is also not saying that Nell wants you to take us with you.
Her voice is getting fainter and fainter. It almost sounds like she fell underground or something.
What do you mean fell underground?
Oh, Ichigo. How can you see any through the... Oh my god.
It looks to me like she fell through when she ran by here.
Damn, that kid sure is a handful. Let's do this.
Now Ichigo just jumps in. Gosh.
Do you have any idea how annoying you are? Stay here. I don't need you hanging around. It's a good thing I'm here. Why? It's not like there's anything you can do about it, is there?
Wow, that's a pretty small light she got there.
You're a fool, because he tried to look cool by using an Eisho haki even though he's not good at
Look
it.
at...
Well, don't worry about it. We'll just use that red hair of yours to guide our way tonight.
We don't know
Who
what...
are you? Move aside, will ya?
Ichigo's always so gung-ho. Is this the courtroom? Like the main throne room? Oh.
But it looks like we'll have to part ways here after all.
Yeah, that's Aizen.
The spiritual pressure is too strong. There's no way you guys will be able to withstand it from this point on.
There are 5 paths.
Are they gonna
We
split
have
up?
to check each one, starting with the ones on the ends.
No, let's each go down a separate path at the same time.
If we become separated...
Enough! It's insulting to a warrior to be concerned about his life while he's out in the battlefield. Come on, join hands. Let's go. If I can do it, you can do it too. As we approach the crucial battlegrounds, believe that our blades will not shatter. Believe that our resolve will not weaken. Come back here alive.
Yes. Well, you can't...
Huh?
Where are you going
Nell's gonna get killed.
Ichigo! Nell is going after Ichigo!
What?
Now?
All right, then we're going too.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
She was right in front of you. How
Problem.
can you forget?
Which way did Nell go?
They belong to Lord Aizen and are for his purpose and use.
She only hesitated for an instant.
Have you disciplined her yet?
Goodness.
How vulgar.
Oh,
Don't get so touchy.
Actually, what I meant to say was that the girl was under Lord thwart Aizen's spell long before she came to Waco Mundo. By giving her a reprieve and allowing her to say goodbye to a friend in such a tense situation, she'll mistakenly believe that we've shown her some sympathy and we are on her side by allowing her to choose someone to say goodbye to. She'd get the idea that she had done so by choice. The evidence of having said goodbye becomes undeniable proof to our enemies that she was completely free to do what she wanted until the time she surrendered.
Oh.
That sure was well thought out. I guess that's to be expected when you consider it's Lord Aizen.
5D chess.
This is what I wanted to show you, Orihime.
The Hokyoku. But why is he showing her the Hokyoku?
Without the Hogyoku, it is impossible to transform hollows into Arankars or to create the Oken. I've chosen to show this to you for one reason. To prove that I trust you. Orihime, you'll use your power for me, won't you?
That's the thing. Aizen always knew how to talk the talk. He has the gift of the gab. He's just knows how to get into your brain. But I liked how Ukiura explained all those stages, like everything they did or everything that was thought out was for a reason, and that by giving her the illusion that she had a choice, that she had free will, she was literally choosing them. I really liked how this plan was thought out.
It's something that only I can do. I have to use my power to erase the Hogyoku's existence.
Oh, I see. Does he know? He's put that thought in her head. Oh shit! It's finished. This episode is 149 and 150. So we finished up the little Menos, the journey and their adventures in the Menos forest. Unfortunately, in the end, even though Ashido and Rukia were able to join back up with Ichigo and they defeated the Tuja that was in charge of the Menos forest, Ashido, I wouldn't say he sacrificed himself, but in that last point, he kind of helped them when one of the Atujas turned up again. He said, look, I'm going to stay back. And even though at that point, he was like to Rukia, I thought before he had already decided to go back, but then he made that decision after. And he stayed back so he could give Rukia and gang time to run off and escape. And she did mention why, like he was talking about how the powers had changed. And I'm sure I mentioned this last time about there are Soul Reapers involved, and I think because of his pride and, you know, what was that all this fighting for, if he had found out that there were Soul Reapers that had betrayed the Soul Society, so that probably would have destroyed him. They finally made it to Las Noches. Finally. Again, Ichigo's all about going in gung-ho. But as he got in, Nell had decided to stay with him. Now, I guess Nell enjoys Ichigo's company. I'm still worried about her safety. I don't think she's going to make it out of this arc. I don't know if it's a case where she sacrifices herself, she gets, like, something's going to happen to them. But I do like how we're getting the setup where all of them have split up. And even Rukia, and I suppose Rukia has the mind of a warrior, just like Renji said, and that was alliterated in full extent with her short time with Ashido, because he stayed back for the sake, because he was a Soul Reaper, he was a warrior. Ichigo, being a substitute Soul Reaper, still exhibits his human, I say that as if he's a full Soul Reaper, but he still exhibits his human behaviorisms. When Rukia suggested we should go separately, he was very much against it. He was like having a go, and then even Renji basically stood in between them to say, you know, back up type of thing. And she said, you're saying that because you're worried about me. She's like, a warrior. And no, sorry, Renji mentioned the thing about being a warrior, and he shouldn't be backing down. So I did really, really like that. And obviously with her time with Ashido, and obviously compared to Ichigo has a long, like I said, he is a substitute Soul Reaper who grew up in the world of the living, compared to Renji and Rukia, who understand their status quo as being warriors, being Soul Reapers. So yes, I like the setup. So we're going to have individual battles now. The motives and everything behind Aizen's plan, in how they mentally trapped Orihime, giving her that false sense of assurance, like they were on her side. But I do like that, again, Orihime isn't as stupid as they think she is. Aizen showing her the Hokyoku saying, "Oh, I trust you," again trying to reinforce all that psychological stuff. The other Espada that we meet, Naotora, who was, you know, who suggested that he put her under the spell of his son Pokuto, he was like, you know, no, she was already in deep. But I think the mere mention of when Ulquiorra told her that they're here, and she was like, but why are they here? They're here to rescue you, I think helped alleviate her a little bit, if that makes sense. It almost as if she was already locked in like the psychological prison, but knowing that Ichigo and gang were there to save her, combined with knowing the Hokyoku's location, like she mentioned, she feels that now her pure purpose is to negate it out of existence. Now, I do apologize if I've got this wrong. I didn't realize that she could technically rewind things out of existence as she is intending. I thought she could only return things to its original form. So, for example, in the case of Grimjow, he lost his arm, but she was able to negate that phenomenon and regain his arm back because he was there before, he went missing, and then she decided to regrow it again. Whereas the Hokyoku, I guess, if we're talking about raw materials, literally pulling it apart, if that's what she meant. So I don't know how that will, again, I don't know her powers, I guess I didn't realise also worked in with inanimate objects, because obviously the Hokyoku, and of course the power the Hokyoku possesses, and if that could even be the case. I don't know if that is, but we'll see. But she believes that she could potentially use that. The other thing now with that smile at the end, obviously Ichigo on the path he went down by himself, there was somebody that was clearly following him. I don't know if that's Nell. I don't think that's Nell. It could be one of the Espada he's about to fight with. I don't know if he, again, said that because he wants her to do that. Again, Aizen plays 5D chess. We don't know if the stuff that he assumes or he expects them to do, like Ulquiorra said that Aizen knew the plan, what was doing. The only setback was they didn't expect, because obviously that information getting back to them and they're assuming Orihime was a traitor. He didn't think that they would come for her, but obviously that was one of the things they didn't expect, that they still did come. But they were rest assured that the Soul Society wasn't involved, so they didn't have to worry about that. But I don't know if it's as simple as reversing the Hokyoku out of existence, and I don't know how her power will match up to something that's an inanimate object. Everything, all the healing and stuff she was doing, again, they did refer to it as she could do anything. So in that space, she could return anything back to what it was. And those are all organic products, so limbs, people. So again, I don't know how it'll work with this, and I'm not sure if she actually possesses the power to destroy this. I don't know the chemistry behind it, and I don't know what not Ulquiorra, Kisuke, how he built this and how he created this. So that would be very interesting to see. But now we're setting up for several fights, because obviously the team said that the best way for them to be able to get to Orihime is if they split up, and their chances are much more higher regardless of who they're going to come up against. But I rest assured, with the gang battling all the Menoskilians in the Menos Forest, I'm pretty sure, Chad, Uryu, them being able to hold up their own, I'm sure should hopefully stand a fighting chance against the Espada. The other thing I'd like to point out, which is quite interesting, is as soon as their leader died, so when the Gillians lost their leading Adhuja, they just went about themselves. So I guess it is a case, just like Ashido said, you have to get the main one. So once you get rid of the main one, you can get rid of the rest, and that's why the other unless you're in sight of them, they'd come after them because they were being led by an Adhuja. But those are good episodes. I really like where we're going and what we're leading up to. Again, I feel like Aizen already knows what's going to happen. He already envisions the stuff that's going to happen. So he's planting he's putting the breadcrumbs here in. He mentioned right there and then that the Hokyoku's asleep. And obviously, like we all knew, it's used. That's the only power that can change the hollows into Orankas. But I wonder if she messes with it, because again, he only uses his full power at certain spurts to create them. If he is saying stuff to plant ideas in her head and messes with it, it might cause an adverse effect. So no, who knows? But anyway, thank you so much. If you did like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.